There's actually only one person who could have possibly done this.
And it was
Done it
Nagito!
several times before.
This is my answer.
And now it works.
Yeah.
He can't grab the spear with his right hand if a knife is stabbed into it and his left hand was all tied up.
You know, they are getting along a lot more than in other class trials.
Mm-hmm.
I like that they followed through with that whole Gundam sacrifice.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's very
Okay,
sweet.
so...
How did Nagito stab himself with a spear? Let's work together and think this through.
So you had a thought about it.
When the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was...
So from all that I can tell, it was attached to the girder above him. How he got it to fall, I'm not sure. The explosion? Rumble? Question mark?
Crumbles?
And this had to be some... Because the blood... It lines up with his hands. And the how it has a missing spot.
Yeah. Yeah.
For some reason...
So you thinking that was like hung up?
Yeah,
And then set on
absolutely.
And set on some kind of suspension system where it fell just directly down on him. Yeah.
Right.
But why was it bloody?
It was already bloody. That's what I'm wondering. So there are a lot of things that could prove this. I just need to figure out what.
No.
He was only able to move his left hand.
But his left hand was also tied up.
Then that rules out his left hand. No, that's wrong.
Yeah?
Hold on. It's still too early to dismiss the possibility that he used his left hand.
Why? I mean, his left
Very
hand was tied up,
innuendo-filled trial.
It's
there
still
was
too
something off
early
about his
to
left
assume
hand.
he did not use his left hand.
The bloodstain on the palm of his hand. Don't you think it looked somewhat strange? He only had blood on the lower area of his palm. Beyond that point, the bloodstain suddenly cuts off, right?
When the blood splattered, that's as far as it reached, right?
That settles the description of that bloodstain. But it's not the only unnatural bloodstain. Look, there's blood on the back of his hand, around the middle joints of his fingers.
Like you said, it looks like an unnatural bloodstain, but what's wrong with that?
We might need to think and use our imaginations for a bit. If there's blood on his palm and the back of his hand, what was his left hand doing as the blood splattered?
What was Nagito's left hand doing when the blood splattered? Gripping.
Yeah.
Back of his hand was exposed.
I see!
Oh, I was right about gripping.
When the blood splattered,
I
he
was
was
joking.
probably gripping with his left hand. That's why there's such
I
a
was
strange-looking
goofing.
bloodstain
No,
on
just
his
making
palm
it go.
and the back of his hand.
Was he grabbing his front tail?
Perish the thought! He was obviously grabbing the spear!
Well, those two are one and the same.
I talked to Akane about her front tail, because now she's
Now
talking
that
about
you
it all the
mention it,
time.
Oh, did you
compared to
tell her the
rest
front
of his
tail?
body, the wounds
Yeah,
on his left
remember
arm
we
are
were
pretty
talking
mild.
to her about it, of like having a tail or whatever?
It's been a while. I do vaguely remember that, though.
He probably made his wounds mild on purpose, so he could keep his strength while he gripped the spear.
But even if he held the spear with his tied up left hand, it'd be impossible for him to stab himself.
That's right. That's a problem.
Hey, Chiaki, what do you think? Hey, don't tell me you're getting sleepy.
At times like this, you should always strike from a good angle. Just like fixing an old TV.
Oh, I got it. Maybe.
Really?
Yeah, like I thought. It's no mistake that Nagito was gripping the spear, I think. However, what's important is what section of the spear he was gripping.
The rope. The
What's
cord,
it?
the-
The cord.
So he was holding that and then
That's
he pulled it down?
Instead of the handle,
Or is his last
Nagito
move?
must have been holding on to the cord.
Yeah.
There was a metal weight at the tip of the cord, but there were bloodstains on that part too. Plus, the joint between the weight and the cord had a bloodstain shaped like it was cut off by something.
Isn't the size of that cut-off section About the same size as a human fist?
Ah, you're right. So this is the part Nagito was gripping, huh? And then the blood that was supposed to end up here ended up getting on Nagito's left hand.
Woo.
But why is it so important to know which part of the spear he was gripping?
You're not gonna say he gripped the tip of the cord, swung the spear around, and
Can we stop
stabbed
talking
himself,
about
right?
grip tipping and
And shafts.
That is where the
and
clue to
cords
solve
and-
this mystery
and
resides.
front tails
Right,
and
Chiaki? I am sorry. Of course this mystery will not be solved that
know.
easily.
I have
Nagito was gripping
answer.
the cord extended from the butt of the spear with his left hand. But from where? How would he stab himself in the stomach with the spear?
It seems we are stuck. Shall we have tea time? At a time like this, how about we stick to the plan to think one step at a time instead of expecting the answers all at once?
How
That's
about
a long plan name.
we think this
One
out and stop
step at a
asking
time.
Chiaki what she thinks?
What does that mean?
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Let's focus on the spear first. Namely, where it was and how it was positioned just before it impaled Nagito.
How it was positioned.
Above him.
Above him.
Nagito was
On the
facing up
fucking
and the
girder.
spear was stabbed through his stomach. So if it's just before that... That's it. Could it be? The state of the spear and the fact that Nagito was holding the tip of the cord attachment
The state of the nation.
and the state of Nagito's gross body. If I put those together, what do I get? I should be able to figure it out.
I'm smelling a hangman's gambit on the wind.
Where the spear was and what state it was in before it stabbed Nagito. Yeah.
Logic dive.
Yay.
Okay,
oh,
let's
shit,
go.
never mind. Man.
Do
I
you
want
wanna
to
play
do
again?
it. Yeah, I do. These are so fun. I just want to play this is like a minigame. I would love to do this in VR.
Whoa!
Whoa, shit. Oh, that's not
Ow!
fair. Whoa! Oh, my God.
So you'd be better.
You're good. You're good. You're good. It's just grids, you know? Just stay within your lane. You don't need to go too fast because they give you like a million seconds. Dun 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 dun
Question one. Okay, where was the fear? I forgot how to slow down. I forgot the slow down button, but I
above
think this is true.
Nagito. I
It's
think that's
above him.
right. It was right.
Luckily, it was right ahead of us. I forgot the slow down button.
Okay. Ba-da-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Oh my God! Hammer,
What? I
oh my
missed
God, you're the ultimate gamer. Oh my God!
Whenever you say that, disaster strikes.
No, because you dodged it, you see? Oh! Fuck me! Oh no! Question 2.
Besides the spear, what else was above? I mean, the ceiling girder.
Hajime's front tail.
The last thing I see before I bite the big one.
Chiaki teabagging him.
Yeah, right. Fuck.
Oh, fuck!
Yeah. Oh, they move kind of funnily.
Yeah. They're not really going wide, they're going fast.
What item connects both the spear and the ceiling girder? The spear's cord.
cord, yeah. The rope on Nagito's left hand. Yeah, that tiny rope. Hooray!
Trying to fuck me
Hello!
up at the end.
Well done, well done.
Yeah.
It's all coming together.
We're all coming together, like friends do.
The spear impaled Nagito as he was laying face up. It must have been perpendicular to him just before that.
Ah, learning some new words.
In the middle of the air?
If Nagito did that all by himself, did he have some sort of ESP? That'd be awesome, but he probably used the ceiling girder directly above him.
Nagito probably slung the cord over the ceiling girder, and using that as a support, he hoisted the spear directly above him. And if Nagito let go of the cord, the spear would have fallen and impaled him while he was laying face up.
I noticed a slight red streak on the ceiling girder. It probably got smeared there during the setup.
The blood on the cord probably rubbed off on the ceiling girder as the spear was falling. So, how about it? Using this method, Nagito could have impaled himself with the spear.
Are you serious? He really committed suicide? Like that?
He probably chose that spear so he could commit suicide like that. If someone else did this, there's no reason they'd go to all this trouble just to kill someone with a spear.
I agree. When I was investigating this case, I kept thinking over and over how strange it was. Why did the killer use the knife and the spear so differently?
So you're saying he needed to use that spear to pull off his trick?
Then, this is for real? He really committed suicide? Every single wound on his body. That was all him?
Not just that, he did all that while he was gripping the spear? That spear should not have stabbed Nagito until the very end. Which means Nagito wounded himself while he was gripping that spear, right?
Did he put the duct tape on his mouth too?
He probably covered his own mouth so we wouldn't hear him screaming in pain.
Did he need to go that far? That's
No,
beyond
but,
crazy.
you know.
Why would he do that to himself?
He was probably trying to get us to make a mistake. By committing a suicide that looked like a murder, he was trying to steer us toward the wrong answer. His goal was to get us all executed.
That's not how Nagito works.
No.
That's why he stabbed himself over and over again?
Did he want us to die that bad?
That's messed
He's
up.
rolling in his grave right now.
Seriously,
Your,
messed up.
He's lolling to
your
himself.
dissection
That's
of
our
his
Nagito.
motive.
Jeez, and I was starting to feel a little sympathetic towards him. How stupid of me. I completely misunderestimated his capacity for malice. A mind-boggling malice that threatened us even after he's died. That's the form his malice took. I had forgotten all about it until now. If he was here now, he'd probably be sneering at me.
However, there is one thing I still do not understand. He said he would reveal the traitor, right? Whatever became of that?
He was probably planning to kill the traitor along with the rest of us.
So why did he not just do that in the first place? If he had no qualms with killing everyone, he did not have to cause a bomb scare to reveal the traitor.
I bet the bomb scare was part of the strategy behind this trick. He made us split up and search for a bomb so none of us would have an alibi. He created a scenario where any of us could have killed him.
He tried to make us doubt each other and tried to hide the truth behind his suicide.
Did he cause a bomb scare for that reason alone?
He's a fucking bastard who killed himself for his delusions of grandeur. It's not that unthinkable.
You are right, I suppose.
Yeah, it appears we've come to a conclusion. The bastard Nagito committed suicide. It was all done by him so we'd be executed.
That should be okay, right? Right?
What? You're not satisfied yet?
No, I agree that Nagito killed himself, but I feel like there's something that doesn't make sense. It's probably just my imagination.
Why? I mean, I sort of understand what she's talking about. I don't think it's a mistake to assume that Nagito committed suicide, but why do I feel so uneasy about it? Is it because we don't know who the traitor is? Or is it all this evidence in my pocket?
Do? Is it okay to proceed with the voting time?
What do you think, Akane?
Well, there's no doubt Nagito's death was a suicide. Oh well, I guess my gut is wrong sometimes.
You are right. It is not as though we can draw any other conclusion.
Then it's okay to end it here, huh? That means we're done with this last class trial and we can leave this island, right? It's okay to reach such a happy ending, right?
Then it's okay? It's okay to say, you've decided on the killer? Understood. Then voting time.
No, hold on a sec.
Hold
Don't
on.
swear.
Why?
Sorry, just a little more. I want you guys to wait just a little more. I can't help but feel like there's still something we overlooked.
Like who the traitor is?
But the issue here is who killed Nagito, right? Even if we identify the traitor, the conclusion won't change.
That's true, but
The mystery isn't just about who the traitor is. No matter how you look at it, Nagito's death is a suicide. But I'm a little worried, you know? I'm worried about starting the voting time while there's still a mystery.
Hey, what do you mean it's not about who the traitor is? What kind of mystery is left?
There's just one thing that doesn't make sense, and it relates to Nagito's death. Plus, it's something even Nagito couldn't influence. He couldn't even tamper with the evidence for it.
Something related to Nagito's death and something that even he couldn't have messed with.
You're gonna keep going? And here I thought we were finally finished.
God, I would love if Kazuichi
Nobody
was the
knew
imposter.
that the bombs were fake?
Piece of evidence.
How could he orchestrate this if nobody knew that the bombs were fake?
I guess so.
crap!
Nope.
What about Sonya's? That one basically says the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Crap!
Ah.
Okay, so it's not that then. All right.
Wow. Okay, we are almost dead.
Okay, let's review carefully then.
Okay, Monokuma File 5.
Okay, I was thinking it might be the time, but that was like
I see.
too much for my brain to decipher.
Yeah.
Is it about the Monokuma file?
Yeah, that's it.
Huh? There was something suspicious in the Monokuma file?
Monokuma was in there. The victim is Nagito Komaeda. The body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. The suspicious part of the Monokuma file that Chiaki is worried about. What is it? What's hidden in the Monokuma file? I have some bad news, by the way. Yeah! I saw that too. Oh no. Oh god, the word. I also know what the word is, and it's stupid. As you can see, it's very long.
Casa Longa. Well, it's probably a vowel. Shit. Oh my god.
This is a lot. This is a lot, people.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So I tried an S, that didn't work. An O wouldn't make sense. Cause of death. Alright, I think I got it. We just need to survive right now.
Yeah, this is insanity.
That was all about survival.
Got it.
Jesus, war of attrition.
In this particular case's Monokuma file, there's no specific cause of death.
Ah. I would not have seen that.
Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand.
Isn't that weird? Until now, the files always specified the cause of death.
But the cause of death is obvious, is it not? The spear in Nagito's stomach. It is obvious just by looking at it.
I
It
died
was a
from
cause
lung
of death.
cancer. Ah!
maybe it's not included if it's not important enough to write about.
Well, Monokuma, I plead the fifth!
There he goes again! I'm so appalled that I have nothing to say.
But even during Gundam's case, and before during Mikan's case, the thing he purposely omitted from the Monokuma file was always the most important mystery in the case.
Are you saying that applies this time too?
Hold on a sec. Then, are you saying there's more to Nagito's death? Are you suggesting, again, that his death wasn't a suicide?
You guys were the ones who said it was a
bless.
suicide in the first place.
No.
Sorry,
I
the
don't
word
think it's a mistake
suicide,
to
I'm
call
allergic
Nagito's
to it.
death a suicide, but
Well, it has to do with the
But
poison.
it's
for
not
sure.
just a suicide. Come to think of it, did Nagito really commit suicide just to get us all killed?
Are you sticking up for him?
That's not what I meant. I mean it in a bad sense.
Bad sense?
I just remembered that his malice always defied our expectations, and that concerns me. For example, would that malice
Hi.
just end here?
Huh?
Did Nagito's malice drive him to risk his life for a truth we'd reach this easily? I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about, you know?
How interesting! You sure do believe in Nagito, huh?
Guys, I really
Because
want to
you
show off my
believe in
poison.
His malice, you continue to suspect his malice. I see. I guess that's what passes for friendship these days.
What friendship?
What should we do, you guys?
These
Should we
days,
proceed with the
boomer.
vote? I think we should keep going until everyone is satisfied, even if it's just to be safe.
You're right. We only get one chance to vote after all.
Just to be safe, huh? Guess I have no choice. If that's the case, I'll do my best to go along with it.
This is friggin' annoying. But if
Say
you
what
guys
you
say
mean.
you're doing it, there's no way I'm gonna back out.
Hey, Monokuma, you heard us. The voting's gonna have to wait!
We've come this far. Let's work hard till the very end. If we
Gamarimasho.
work together, everything should be all right. That's what I believe.
Oh, splendid. You guys are so splendid right now. That's right. If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you.
Shut up. If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you. Now that I think about it, Nagito said the same thing. Maybe Nagito is a good guy. The absolute hope that can overcome any despair. He said he was yearning for that. Then this situation we're in might be the thing that Nagito wanted all along. No, never mind. I'm probably overthinking.
Intermission.
Yay! Trial suspended. Everybody have a snack.
No.
Man, my heart was racing like crazy when I thought the voting time was gonna start, but... Well, if you think about it rationally, there's no way it was gonna happen. We haven't done this bit yet. Most of the players probably figured that out too. You're the only one who didn't know. Isn't that right, Monami? Hey, how much longer are you planning to sulk? Let's get along, like we always do. All right, you passed. Friendship is measured by how long you can stand the silence when you're all alone with someone else. So, Monami and I are the bestest of best friends.
Don't say such stupid things. I hate you so much right now.
Enough! Why do I have to be hated that much?
Besides, the fact that you snap at me like that, I don't trust you at all. Not even a teensy tiny 1 millimeter bit.
How sad. Distrusting your friend is much more shameful than being betrayed by that friend, you know.
We aren't even friends in the first place.
Then, as your older brother, let me say this.
You're not even my brother.
It's sad to live a life without friendship. That's even sadder than watching a high school rom-com full of guys.
Well, there may be some demands for that.
Oh,
Oh, I fell for it. I totally took the man bait.
Amber takes that all the time. Oh my god.
I do.
You make Man Crush Mondays all the time when you design characters. Oh, the light of justice.
Anonymity. By now, there's nothing more for me to say.
Great, fuck off.
Anyway, my chest is full of pride right now.
And your loins are full of something
Everyone is
else.
united against despair. They're totally awesome. That's why I'm gonna fight too. I will fight the only way I can. I'm gonna show that guy my fearsome retaliation. That's basically it.
Bye.
So if
I
we
would
work
love if
together,
she said
where
that
do
and the
we
music
start?
just went
With the cause of
da-da-ba-doo-doo.
death missing from the Monokuma file?
Why don't we try removing all our preconceived notions before we discuss this?
Done.
In the beginning, our discussion advanced by assuming Nagito's death was caused by the spear. It's better to confirm if there are any other possibilities. That's what I think.
Other possibilities. Huh.
If something other than the spear killed Nagito, all I can think of is the knife stabbed into his hand, but...
That was definitely a gruesome wound. But it wouldn't be the fatal wound, don't you think?
If you think the cuts on his legs and left arm aren't the fatal wounds...
Are we finished already?
I feel like it's possible that we overlooked something.
Then
Oh,
let's
what,
bring
huh?
up whatever we can think of, one after the other. That might clear some things up.
Exactly. We should cooperate at a time like this.
A fatal wound that wasn't the spear. Poison. We don't even know what it actually exists, but if it does, I bet it's poison. We need to find out what it is no matter what. Could it be the poison? Let me drink it. That's definitely poison. Poison, 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 poison. Where is it?
Well,
Oh,
we
there
got
it
a
is.
piece of blue paper and Monokuma's fish.
Let us consider a different fatal wound.
A fatal wound of a
It's
piece
not
of
the
paper.
knife in his right hand, right? It's not the other wounds, right?
With all those wounds, maybe he simply bled to death.
There's no way he burned to death.
Was the cause of death something that cannot be seen?
If it's something
Damn
that
it.
can't be seen, maybe he choked himself with a sleeper hold. Or liquefied his guts with a body blow.
Just thinking about it, that's already a horrible death.
That I'm totally into.
Let us consider a
It's not the knife in his. It's not the other wound. With all those wounds, maybe he simply bled to death.
There's
With
no
all
way
those
he burned to death.
Was the cause of death something that can...
I agree with that.
You and I are friends now. Come to my house and cook dinner.
Totally forgot about that possibility. If the cause of death was something we can't see, then we have to consider poison as a possible method.
Poison?
It is true that poison is not something we can see, but why did you bring that up all of a sudden?
I remember, when I went to investigate Nagito's cottage, I discovered something really strange. Inside the refrigerator, I found a bottle of Monokuma's special poison.
And no, it's not what you're thinking.
Additionally, that's a poison made specifically for killing.
As opposed to a poison
I see.
not for killing.
Now that you mention it, there's no way a toxin like that doesn't relate to the case at all.
If poison was the cause of death, it would not leave an obvious wound on Nagito's body.
However, it's common for blood blotches to appear on a body that's been poisoned.
I see. You sure seem to know a lot about medicine.
What does that mean?
But even if blood blotches appear, if the body was already covered in blood, there's no way we'd notice them easily, right?
Did he wound his body just to camouflage them?
That's also a possibility.
But still, both of Nagito's hands were full. So how would he drink poison?
His left hand was tied up and gripping the spear, and his right hand had a knife stuck in it.
If it was a slow-acting
And his
poison,
right hand was
it
tied
is
up and
possible he
gripping his
consumed
front
it in
tail.
advance.
No, the warning label on the bottle explicitly states the effect is instant.
Then it's impossible. Both his hands were full just before he died.
And this is when the hardtail appears.
You're totally overvaluing that tail.
His
on
mouth
the
was
same
covered
page.
with duct tape. If
Yeah.
he wanted to drink poison, how'd he get it past his lips?
He gave it to Sneep.
If there's no way he could have drank the poison, it might be impossible.
He looked
He
deep
didn't
into
put it in
and-
the sprinklers, did he?
Just kidding.
Oh my
Not like
god.
we're out of
Oh wait,
possibilities.
no, because the smell
there
would
any
have
left?
gotten to all the kids too. They would have died.
But they were standing outside.
Oh.
Hell no.
Fair.
No matter
I
how
don't
you
know.
slice it, he was
That smell
totally
would've
killed
lingered
by that
still.
spear.
Since we've already ruled out so many possibilities, it might be easier to think about what really killed him. Operation Elimination Method. The hint should be written on the poison's warning label. Maybe.
The way the poison entered Nagito's body. The answer is written on the warning label. I guess read it. You should think carefully and try to remember it.
It can be a gas, but I don't know how we would have controlled that.
Oh, for
dive.
fuck's sake.
Here we go!
Oh, never mind. I thought it was Hangman's Gambit. Turtle power.
I'm gonna get my game on. Fuck. He has to
You
flip
just
like
said
a
you were gonna
big
get your game
idiot.
on.
He has to flip like a big idiot. I'm getting my game on starting now.
Okay. Submit this to EGDQ.
Okay,
What
what was
state
the
was-
state of the poison? I mean, it's gas.
Gas, yeah. You said that literally as we got into this. I will say I like.
Look at my moves.
Oh, whoa. I like it as bored. Whoa, shit! Now they're trying to hit you with that extra one.
Woohoo! I'm playing it dangerous here.
Anybody that watches this, you ever played Rayman 3? It's like that.
This is okay.
Fuck!
I need to.
Wow, it is
slow
like
down.
Rayman 3, because that part's bullshit. Whoa. Whoa. Oh. Whoa. Whoa.
Damn
Jump!
it.
Oh,
God, this is so hard to navigate.
I think you need to jump. Or, well, slow down.
I can't. It won't let me do it.
No. Let's hit the slow down button.
Oh, that button.
Yeah. Yeah! Whoa! Oh my god, that would have been so awesome!
Shit, I'm running out of health.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would like to keep trying this.
Yeah. Keep trying the jump technique.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it!
Fuck!
Ah, I was on the
oh my God.
platform, you fucking collision.
You
bitch.
were. That was stupid. Oh boy. Okay.
Make you nervous, don't it?
You do. Ooh.
Look at this dude.
Look at this dude. Fuck! Oh my god, I
Alright,
thought you were
finally,
gonna
goddamn.
do it. Jesus Christ. All right. Yeah, now on to question 2.
Through his nose.
Yeah. If it's a gas,
Then it went up his ass.
it was gas and it went up his ass. And then it came out because it was still a gas.
Alright, we got the vomit thing going on.
Whoa! Put on your 3D glasses.
That's it?
Wait. Fucking. That was so useless. It was a gas. Yeah, and where did it go? His nose.
In
Whoa.
his nose.
It's all coming together.
Amazing.
Whoa! Incredible.
Dude, that's
What if
crazy.
instead of drinking the poison, we assume he inhaled it?
Inhaled?
It's written on the poison's warning label.
You're way better at that than I am.
Thank you. I practiced. Oh, this enhanced liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its volatility is low, this liquid is very dangerous when vaporized.
Dangerous when vaporized. In other words, breathing in the gas is fatal.
Poison gas!
Breathing in
And
the
all
gas
he had
is
to do was
ass.
breathe it in through his nose.
He breathed that poisonous gas inside the warehouse? But if poisonous gas had spread throughout the warehouse, why didn't it kill us?
'Cause you lame. The reason we didn't breathe in the poisonous gas.
Would it be the sprinklers or just laying it all
Sprinklers!
down?
Sprinklers! Sprinklers! It's
I
absolutely
see.
sprinklers, yeah. Yeah, because they even mentioned, the
sprinklers in the
smoke.
warehouse.
It dissipated.
Thanks to those, we didn't inhale that poison gas.
Yeah, and Akane kept getting a weird smell.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Poison gas disappeared because of the sprinklers? It wasn't the fire?
Well, this was also written on the poison's warning label.
In a gaseous state, it is heavier than air. It breaks down in minutes and is
wow.
susceptible to hydrolysis. So it is possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications. Huh.
Well, I'm curious what hydrolysis means. I think it's
Hydrolysis.
probably just like breaks down in water, but
Yeah.
Of course! Hydrolysis!
maybe they're
The
gonna
chemical
explain
bonds
it.
that formed the poison were broken down by the water from the sprinklers.
Also, the poison is apparently denser than air, so it probably didn't affect us because we were standing.
But Nagito was laying down, so he must have breathed in a whole bunch of it, huh?
If it meets the requirements that well, maybe it's not just a possibility anymore.
Yeah, the true cause of Nagito's death was poisoning.
Papa!
The wounds on his body, the spear in his stomach, it was all to keep us from learning the truth.
So what?
Excuse me. Hydrolysis. A chemical breakdown of a compound due to reaction with water.
Huh?
We figured out that Nagito died from poison, but so what? In the end, it doesn't change the fact that he committed suicide, right?
Nagito
Oh, that's enough
inhaled the
already.
poison he
I
prepared
cannot
and
believe you
died.
committed suicide.
Yeah.
I can't
still
believe you
sounds
would
like a
commit
suicide.
suicide.
How could you have
Well,
done this?
with
How could you
this,
have committed
we have a
How could
suicide?
you
clearer
have committed
picture.
suicide?
We've also determined the true cause of death. All right. All the mysteries should be solved now. We should get on with the voting time, right?
Well, but
What?
I
There's
still have more truth bullets!
Please, not all the mysteries have been solved yet.
Everybody wants to be a misery!
Nagito wants us to be in misery. In the end, Nagito's motive is still unclear.
None of y'all were paying attention.
I love that Kazuichi is so fucking right, though. Like, all we've accomplished is, he stabbed himself in the hand and with a giant spear and cut his own legs, and he also poisoned himself. And it's like,
If we
great.
never figured out that he poisoned himself, then we would still have voted correctly.
Yeah, it's like, dude, the trial is who killed Nagito, and it was Nagito.
Mm-hmm.
Did he commit suicide just so he could kill every last one of us? Was that really his motive? Is that really okay?
Hey, what happened? There's no reason to wonder about that stuff anymore, you know.
Nagito's motive. Nagito's malice. Is this really okay? Can we really finish this here? No, that can't be.
There might have been an accomplice.
Huh?
Chiaki, what did you just say?
If Nagito committed suicide by inhaling poison that he brought, then why wasn't there anything that looked like poison at the crime scene?
Kind of feel like it's Monami.
Anything that looked like poison?
If Nagito brought poison to the warehouse, it's strange that we couldn't find it there.
If Nagito really brought poison to the warehouse...
Meat on the bone!
Meat on the bone! Call back!
Meat on the bone!
are you talking about the container the poison was kept in?
Yeah. If Nagito brought it, it's strange we couldn't find that container anywhere, right?
He can't carry around poison without putting it in a container?
Yeah, that was written on the warning label.
Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place in a glass or plastic container away from sunlight.
The container probably melted in the fire.
It's probably plastic or glass, right? There's no way it'd completely incinerate. Even the plastic fragments of the fire grenades we used to put out the fire didn't completely burn up, you know?
Then, does that mean someone got rid of the container?
So that's why you mentioned an accomplice.
That is impossible. I mean, an accomplice? It is just two.
Like, does that really matter all that much? I mean, even if he had an accomplice, it doesn't change the fact that Nagito still committed suicide.
You're right. Someone might have accidentally took it away from the crime scene.
Ah, you're right. You're totally right. That's
Oh,
totally
dude!
it.
That's
Right?
you're so
Is
cool.
it okay to close this case yet?
You know, I'm starting to
Not in
think.
the mood for
I
unexpected
really
twists.
hope Kazuichi is the traitor because he also wants the trial to end.
I'm twiddling my eyebrows.
I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to get hurt anymore by hurting someone else. Everyone's tired. Tired of doubting everyone else. I also feel that way. That's why I want to just rule this as Nagito's suicide. If I do that, nobody here has to get hurt.
That's no good.
Huh?
I feel like Nagito is seeing through us. By calling this Nagito's suicide, we're trying to take the easy way out so we don't hurt anyone else. But if Nagito was here right now, he'd probably be sneering at us. He'd probably say something like, "So that's the extent of your hopes."
So Nagito's ghost is whispering to you, huh? The power of friendship bursts beyond death, huh? A fiery outcome like this is right out of a teen manga. Still, that's pretty messed up.
Shut up! You just be quiet.
I get what you're saying, but in the end, the reason he died is still the same as before, right? Even if we solve this mystery, the conclusion won't change at all.
I mean, it'd be a suicide regardless, right?
Even if there really was an accomplice, is there any reason we should take the time to figure out who it is? Like Fuyuhiko said earlier, it is possible that somebody accidentally removed the poison from the crime scene.
But I just can't imagine ending this by turning our backs on the truth.
It's fine, okay? There are some things we're better off not knowing. And we probably just didn't notice it. Like maybe the container was hiding with the fire grenade fragments.
What is this feeling just now?
Love?
Even though, I love fire grenades. I just remembered. Even though it was brief, it was like a strong flash of light running through the back of my head. Maybe what Akane said just now might be a new clue. From there, I might be able to reach the answer. The way Nagito brought the poison, which means the thing he used as a container was... the fire grenade?
Hangman's Gambit!
Yay! Fire grenade, yeah. E!
Yay! D!
Sponsored by Markiplier. E!
But can you spell
I
knife?
got it!
Ain't a fun
The fire
minigame!
grenades! Nagito put the poison inside one of the fire grenade canisters and transported it to the warehouse.
He used one of the fire grenade canisters?
Yeah, the container with the poison in it wasn't secretly taken away by someone.
Poison?
Instead, it was in a container that didn't need to be taken away in the first place. As long as he put the poison in the same container he brought to the warehouse, it can be hidden with the other fire grenades we used, so there's no need to dispose of the container later.
That bastard. He totally knew we were gonna throw those fire grenades.
Which means, did Nagito exchange the contents of a fire grenade?
Yeah, that has to be it.
When I first discovered those fire grenades, I tried to study them a little bit, but the canister was completely sealed shut by a layer of aluminum underneath the lid.
Oh, well, there you go.
You just have to peel off that seal and swap the insides, right?
That is true, but there was no sign he was even at the break room.
Hold on. Did you say aluminum?
Hajime,
I love aluminum.
could it be?
Yes,
So
it's
there's
me.
no mistake. Nagito definitely swapped the contents of one of the fire grenades.
Seriously? That's impossible. Miss Sonia just said so right now.
Sonia's words are proof that the poison was swapped with the contents of a fire grenade.
Huh?
Sonia's words contain a clue. Sonia's From his account? Or the
I can prove it with this.
Yeah.
Take a look. We found
It's
this
in a
under
book.
Nagito's bed when we were investigating his cottage.
Blue aluminum paper.
That's just a piece of trash.
No, that is not just a piece of trash.
I'm
The seal
literal
I saw on that fire
trash.
grenade matched this. It is the same aluminum.
You found the aluminum seal under Nagito's bed?
There's more. That's not the only thing we found in Nagito's room. We also found a gas mask and gloves under his bed, too.
Did he use those when he put the poison inside the fire grenade?
It's a dangerous poison after all. And he took
That's a
extreme
dangerous game you're
caution when
playing, boy.
swapping them.
So what's the issue? Nagito put the poison in the grenade canister, brought it with him, breathed it in, and died, right? So in the end, he still fucking committed suicide.
Oh my God.
Enough already.
That is such a good read. Well done,
right.
dude.
Yeah.
If the canister
He
wasn't
still
thrown away,
fucking committed
then it just
suicide.
means that there wasn't an accomplice after all.
See, I told you. The conclusion is still the same. Nagito committed suicide. End of story.
This is going
I
on
admit
forever.
that there
right?
wasn't an accomplice. That was just my misunderstanding.
You're right.
In actuality, the truth is even more
It's
horrifying.
getting a little bit comical.
What did you say?
Hey, what are you planning to say now?
What the hell? Do you still want to keep going?
Is this not settled? There is no denying that
Guys,
Nagito's
I just
death was a
don't. I want
suicide.
to. I
No,
just
it's
want this
not.
class trial to go on forever. This is our last one. I can't deal.
Chiaki?
I'm sorry, but I just realized it.
Realized what?
We know Nagito used the grenade canister to store the poison. So when was it deployed in the warehouse? When did Nagito breathe in the poison? When I thought along those lines, that's when I realized it.
The horrifying truth?
It probably happened at the same time.
The moment the fire grenades were brought and the moment Nagito died.
The fire started.
Fire started. I think it was activated. Spear fell. Spear fell. Spear
When we all threw the
fell.
I
grenade.
see.
Okay, whatever. Yeah, sure.
Are you saying it was when we all threw the fire grenades?
So we all killed him?
I go-
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Oh my
So-
fucking god.
Oh my god, I love that.
Oh my.
We all killed him.
when we all
Every
threw the grenades to put out the
single
fire
one.
in the warehouse, the poison was deployed, and it converted to poison gas and killed Nagito.
If that is true,
Yeah.
then the person who brought the poison and spread it was...
One of us.
What do you mean, one of us?
It's all of us.
One of us threw the poison grenade that killed Nagito?
Hold on a sec. Then Nagito was...
It would mean he didn't kill himself.
What the heck?
Okay, so this comes down to who was the unlucky sod who threw the poison bottle.
You said so yourself. You said Nagito committed suicide.
I mean, he set himself
Then
up
who
to get killed.
Nagito?
Man, never mind. This is a really douchey move.
You mean, who's the actual killer, right?
Do you know?
Who prepared the poison fire grenade that killed Nagito?
We do. We do.
Huh? The person who prepared.
I mean, it was him.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. Okay.
It was Nagito, obviously. We just discussed this a few minutes ago.
And
Why
who
was
set
this
the
an option?
warehouse fire that caused one of us to throw the poison grenade?
He did.
I see.
Also Nagito.
That was also Nagito.
Hey, how
Wait,
many times are
Nagito
you gonna
did kill
ask the
himself.
same damn question.
Whoa!
The next question will be my last. Considering all the facts up till now, why did Nagito set the warehouse on fire?
Make
To make
someone,
someone throw the
the
poison.
I guess.
I see.
Yeah.
Don't tell me. He set the warehouse on fire just so we'd have to throw the fire grenades?
He set the fire just so we'd put it out? Why'd he do that?
It was a trap,
A trap?
preparing the poison, creating a reason for us to throw the poison. It was all a setup by Nagito. It was all a trap to make one of us throw the poison grenade.
Seriously, I'm asking you who threw it.
I don't know.
Who threw
The person who threw it probably didn't know either.
We did.
Huh?
It's an oopsie.
Could it be? Was that Nagito's trap?
This wasn't an intentional murder. This was a murder that Nagito forced someone to do.
Well, that I don't know why he did that.
And for that reason, he put the fire grenade that he filled with poison with the other grenades. Setting up a murder nobody can solve. That was Nagito's true goal.
'Cause he's lucky. Is his luck causing the traitor to pick up the poison bottle?
What? What the hell?
Nagito did not commit murder. Instead, he manipulated someone else into killing him?
To do that, he set a trap to force someone to kill him. The poisoned grenade and the fire were traps. That's why the curtain was the fire's origin point. All the fire grenades we threw at the curtain shattered once they fell to the floor.
Oh my god.
Because of that, Nagito, who was laying face up on the floor, was able to breathe in the dense poison. And then...
Hold on. If that's true, you can't say the poison was the cause of death. It might be the poison's fault he let go of the spear, but the actual cause of death could be either one.
Even so, the poison is what caused him to let go of the spear.
That's right! Nagito's killer is the one who made him breathe the poison!
Are you fucking serious?
That was his trap all along. Even the wounds all over his body, it was all to mess with the evidence for what actually happened. His true goal was creating a murder that nobody can solve. He wanted to prove to us that there are mysteries that just can't be solved with educated guesses.
He probably expected that his fake suicide would be found out. After all, a mystery that can be solved is destined to be solved in the end. However, he also prepared a mystery that couldn't be solved. As you solve mysteries and bolster your hope, a huge mystery comes along and slaps you in your faces. For those of you who believe there are no unsolvable mysteries, that is when you finally taste despair. Meaning, you used all of the prior class trial verdicts to prepare this trick. Not all mysteries can be solved. Such a devious trick he played on you, as expected of Nagito.
That's totally messed up. That's so fucked up.
Freaking
It
whack,
is my
yo.
fault, because I told you all about the fire grenades. I am so sorry. Please vote me as the killer.
That's not the fucking issue here.
Oh my
It's
god.
not Miss Sonia's fault. This is all Nagito's doing.
But what should we do? How can we even figure out who the killer is?
It's impossible.
Impossible?
Nagito wanted to create a scenario where we couldn't make a decision. That's why we're at an impasse.
However,
Maybe we can
Monokuma also
compromise.
does not know who the killer is, right?
That's
Okay,
right.
wait.
There's no way he'd be able to figure that out with just his surveillance cameras.
Wait, before we move on. Okay, so Nagito had poison, and
Hey.
his plan was to intentionally poison himself and die by putting the poison in one of these fire grenades, starting a fire that would provoke all of us, hey, let's go and get fire grenades, throw them in, and then one of those will kill him, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that was his plan, to die and cause this whole thing. Like, no one knows which one actually killed him. That was the entire idea that he had. Why the fuck did he then tie himself to the floor, stab himself in both his legs and one of his arms like 1,000 times, stab himself in the hand, and throw a giant fucking spear into his chest? Just to make sure he definitely died?
I'm not sure. I think possibly he was banking that it was a 50-50 whether you guys figured out that you would even get this far.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, a little bit overkill.
Monokuma doesn't know. This trial doesn't count. Isn't that right?
You know, I don't actually need stuff like cheap-ass surveillance cameras or whatever. I know perfectly well what's happening on this island at all times. I know you used the bathroom 3 times yesterday, Sonia. And one of those visits seemed to take a while.
Please stop! I will never become queen!
How can you? I'm so jealous. I mean, how can you have such an awful power?
So, of course this trial still counts.
He's talking to
Do your
Monica.
very best to
That
guess
line
who
read
the
was funny.
killer is.
That was funny, yeah.
Yes, he says. How the hell are we supposed to do that?
Is giving
He's
up
still
all
the
we
best,
can
though.
do?
Yes.
No,
Fuyuhiko number 1.
It's too early to give up.
Is there any way to figure out who the killer is?
Even though it's just a hunch, it's possible that it's probably... There's one way, I think.
Really?
Hey, is it alright if we look at Nagito's crime one more time from the beginning? I want to make sure my hunch is
Manga.
correct.
Manga,
Hajime.
manga.
Please.
Blow, 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 blow.
Blah, blah, blah.
That's right. Doesn't mean the trial's over yet. Even though I don't know who killed Nagito, should be clear what kind of trap he set. Then I have to do it. Even if it leads to despair.
I got it. Let's do this then.